Oh, is there a faster way up that they know? Oh, yeah, smart. That'll save time running around that whole loop. Come on, Iffin. All right. We're all here.
The air around the altar thrums expectantly. Duna's undertaker awaits an offering. Half the runes are words, the rest are corresponding musical notes. The inscription is an ancient dwarven dirge. You've read a book that mentioned an altar such as this. It was used by the followers of Duna's undertaker. Death heralds would summon the creature by placing sauce-infused mutton on the altar. The creature then demanded a ritual. A deep bow and a carefully worded statement of intent would satisfy the beast.
All right. Source-infused meat on the altar.
His soul does not belong to Duna. Why do you call on his undertaker, the death that feasts?
Level 15. That's scary.
Every falling feather judges your heart. Act with honor, or be consumed.
The beast leans closer, its putrid breath washing over you. It is primed to pounce.
The faithful must offer an answer. What is yours?
The creature perks up, blinking rapidly with anticipation.
Why?
The vulture drags its talons across the altar, scratching deep into the surface. You brace yourself for an attack.
Your right is true. Do not call upon me again.
Can I do it? I got a feather. I got 5 feathers. Craft a set of the vulture's armor. Do I have the recipes? Here we go. Any leather shoes? How do I know which ones are leather? Yay! Be gone, snow.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as it's not too much. We're safe among friends. Never forget it.
That's a fair amount of snow.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as it's not too much. We're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as it's not too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as it don't too much. You're safe
Holy
among
shit.
friends.
The
Never
barrier. That's a crazy good shield.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as it don't too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
These boots are really tempting to finally replace the... to replace Iffin's boots. Better dodging, worse movement, low lucky charm, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have to accept that that's gone. A little bit of bonus HP. Some fire resistance over immunity to slipping.
Smells worse over here than a dozen
I feel like it's
rotten
probably
eggs
actually
dropped in a
super
vat
worth
of
it for me to
vinegar.
just get them at this point.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's gonna cost though. It's gonna cost me a fair amount. I don't really have much to offer as far as
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
just straight up value. I mean, I do. It's not entirely true. I've got plenty of valuable things. I just don't want to give them up for trade. And I should probably buy another resurrection scroll as well, because I only have 3 or 4 left right now. Yeah, I'll probably just cough up the money here. And hope I accumulate some more wealth here soon.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
The helmet will probably just get sold. Warfare and Scoundrel on strength gear. I don't need this armor.
Never forget.
Physical armor? Magic armor.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right as long as I don't do too much.
I feel like I need these boots.
Never forget.
And the shield is less need. And is more, it's a pretty significant upgrade with the extra point of constitution. So it's pretty good. And this is where I'm like kind of struggling
Then don't come
because
over. Not like you're buying anything.
it is an upgrade. The warfare and swap the scoundrel. Yeah, you know what? Swap the scoundrel out.
Wouldn't you
Yeah,
like to know?
I'm gonna claim it's worth it. Maybe I'll just go ahead and sell this too. I don't think I'm ever gonna have a chance to use it. The closed circuit skill seems really cool, but I'll just go ahead and sell it too. I've been holding on to it, hoping I'll have an occasion to bust it out, but it's getting further and further behind the current gear curve, and it doesn't have any good stats on it other than the spell, so. And the spell, if I remember correctly, is a source spell, so you gotta find good times to use that, which is tricky. So that'll just shave some more cost off of the exchange here, keep me a little bit more money. I'm gonna add one more resurrection scroll to the pile. I think this is good. I'll equip that, and we'll sell that right away soon. I'll equip this, and I'll sell this soon, and I'll equip this. Now I've almost caught Iffin up to everybody else. This is a really good defensive purchase. It's not a good offensive purchase. And my lucky charm being down to 3.
Keeping it together,
is unfortunate because I do not have anybody who's particularly good at that. But
You're safe among friends.
it is what it
Never
is.
forget it.
And these need to go in here. Nope. Here. Yep. And I'll put these in the scroll bag.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
I think that it's actually not even what I came here for either. I came here for a completely different purpose and objective, and I just totally failed to accomplish that. Okay, so not having the runes loosely floating.
Together, Bree.
Okay.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying
How heavy
anything.
is this?
If I don't come visit you, ton,
This
who
is
will?
34 pounds. I have 34 pounds of shit that blows up. Should make sure I use some of this.
Together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit you, ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree.
What I actually came for was to pick up
As long as I don't think about it too much.
gear that I could theoretically.
Never forget it.
Wars are brewing, my friend.
You know what? I'll just do that as I go. I'll try to keep an eye out for a good pair of garbage boots that I can just try out the feathercraft with
Smells worse over
and
here
see if it
than
works.
a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like
Okay.
to know?
Back here. I kind of want to get those. Alright, well, whatever. I was going to try to leave those alone, but that decision got made for me immediately. Okay, I'm going to try to go straight down this way. I want to go down here to the Bridgekeeper's house. I've had this quest to deal with the Voidwalken down here for a long time. So I'm going to take the path, whatever path I see is the path of least resistance, to go down there and lower that bridge to help that kid out. Is there a bone here?
I've spotted something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Bone marks the spot. Ooh, finesse and sneaking. And Marksman's Fang, which I just purchased. Thank you, game. Here lies a vagrant poacher who saw fit to slay my beloved pet stag for his meat and skin. The cur's prize will lie with him here forever, but the meat will never nourish him, nor will the pelt ever warm him. If you're reading this note, consider it a warning. Take from me, and I shall take from you tenfold from you, Riker. Okay.
So many tales, so many memories buried in the soil.
Just like a graveyard? Hold on. Tarquin, I recognize that name.
Look who's come to join the party.
Yeah, you're from the boat.
Oh, but you do get around, don't you?
Do you have anything good? I don't have much to offer at this point for it, but... Just source orbs, black shroud. Hard Arse? What an axe name. Constitution, pyrokinetic. Oh, okay. Well, lost me at that last one. It's pretty good though. It's really good. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, that's really it's really good. There's no way I can afford all of this stuff. Strength. Constitution. Constitution HP. Magic armor's crazy on this thing. Oh my gosh. My goodness. These pants are incredible. Yeah. Robbing me blind. I'm very confident that I straight up just can't buy the things that I've already put on the right hand side though, so this conversation will likely not last long. Some medium runes. Most of the stuff at the bottom is shit I gave to him already. But like, look at this fucking helmet. Look at this shit. There's 5 raw stats on it. No, I'm only 1,600 short, okay? And look, I can cover it, alright? I can cover it. I'm good for it. I only need 85 gold. I could just sell the entirety of my throne item arsenal. I actually still have Druidine as well. Like a fair amount of it in this bag. That's why it says quest item, contains quest item. Because there's Druidine, Griff's Druidine is in there. Yeah, but the books don't have any value. Like, this is the book bag, and it's 40. It's less worth in 10. It's less of magnitude of 10 less of gold than its weight. Or did I do that? Did I say that right? No. But you get what I'm saying. If it was pound for pound, 1 gold for what each pound that the books are worth, then we'd be talking about, you know, something valuable. But the books are garbage. Unless you're not talking about the lame books and you're talking about the skill books. In which case, I'm terrible at collecting those. I don't know what you mean by that.
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous
The lame
smirk.
books, yeah.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is. Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
This is when having access to a godwoken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates, there's something that my heart, such as it is set on. Oh, you wound me, you do.
Good.
My passions veritably scorch my soul. Now listen, you'll enjoy this story.
Sure, yep. Regale me.
Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here, the Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Had no money, no children. Just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
Hours spent on scholarship are never hours wasted.
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment, he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't matter. What it does, well, if I am right, it will clean up quite an unholy mess. A mess we're both currently mired in.
He looks toward the graveyard.
Let's make this easy. I'll assume you've accepted my mission. You'll assume I give it in good faith. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive. I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
This fucking guy.
Ah, you again. Any luck in old lady Surrey's poor thing? Feeling your advancing age, are you? No matter. I don't mind repeating myself if I must. I'll even use language any simpleton can understand. Find the tomb where Joanna Surrey is buried. Retrieve the mysterious heirloom that was buried with her. Bring it to me.
Tarquin sighs.
I hate to sound so condescending, but sometimes it pays to be straightforward. I'm sure you agree. Do enjoy yourself in the crypts.
All right. I mean, the door is open. And
So close, yet so far away.
boy, this place is big, huh? Hello? I'm just gonna literally go right on through. Just one side or the other. Oh.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in.
Come closer. I dare you.
Okay.
Slobber drips from the dog's bared fangs. Where the driblets land, the soil bubbles.
Come closer. I dare you.
I'm going the other way. Can I go this way?
Human graves. Not for me.
It's a morbid thought there, Iffin. Just so you know. Can I get through out the other side here? This graveyard is really big. In a way that I was not expecting. I'm literally... Okay. Okay, it does look like I can get through and wrap around. Perfect. I'm just not going to click on anything. I'm not going to do anything bad. Oh, that door is locked, huh?
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Whoa. This gate is locked. What the fuck is that? Whoa! That's cool. But this gate is going to be a problem. Or no. Wait, nope. I can't. I have a plan. Damn. Okay. Plan could still work. I just don't want to piss off that. Don't tell me can't reach. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. Ugh. What is the point of having as much... He's coming back. Well, we'll just see if he says anything to me, and if he doesn't, then maybe I'll just go about my business. He doesn't seem interested. Okay. Well, then there's no hurry, but I really need this to just kind of float right on... Can you teleport the pyramid? That seems really convoluted. If I'm gonna go that route, I might as well just teleport myself. Yeah, like I can teleport down there. Why won't it let me throw the pyramid down there? It's like not that far. What do you mean can't reach? Where's telekinesis at? Here? I have a 12-meter range on telekinesis. And we're saying that's not enough. Alright, fine. Well, if he's not going to harass me, I'm just going to walk up to the gate then. Can't see. Fixed it. Video game. What does the signpost say?
Stone Guard, be welcome.
The door is locked, though. And also hurt by something. Oh, see, these fuckers are only level 9, too. They're about to get owned. What up, fuckers? Oh, 12.8? Oh my god, yes, it's my time. It's my fucking time, dude. What up? Oh, okay, yeah. Not as effective as you'd like to see, to be honest. Got him with the attack of opportunity, instant crit after he had no armor left. Brutal. Brutal, dude. Oh, that's funny. Knocked his ass down. Oh, crit me back, huh? Wow, 2 crits. Probably not close enough. That did 356 damage. You fucking missed the guy on the ground. How did you do that? Boom. Oh. Sorry, Sir Laura.
Come and get me, you overgrown grasshopper.
I think I had it dead.
They got me good.
You look fine. That was legit.
Ugly thing, innit?
Click it.
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you, then winces, her left arm hanging limply at her side.
By the 7, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch on me. None that last, at least. Glad my little guy got to see it. Oh, sure. Just a nasty bruise by the feel of it. May have to lay off blasting beasties for a day or two after. The fighter's lament. Didn't catch your name, though. I'm Mari. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you, but I never was afraid of bugs. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be whistling Teedle-Dee in a void woken's belly by now. I owe you one. A bug squasher, are you? Impressive. Hate to cut this short, but I ought to dash off. My boy's waiting for me. Mind lowering the bridge, though? I find myself slightly indisposed for the moment. There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Of course I am, Ma. Are you?
Fit as a fiddle. And twice the size.
And the house?
She'll be all right. And how's my little spider monkey doing? Safe and sound?
Spider monkey? You mean dragon?
Come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose, falls on the black stubble on Barin's head. She strokes the wet drop away, smiling. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are closed, her lips turned in a serene smile as she strokes Barin's head.
My boy, my good boy.
Hey, wait, one sec. Ma, look! Thank you so much for helping my Ma. All those void-woken. Sheesh, thank the gods everyone is okay.
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Ryman what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Reckon there's space for us in the Magister's barracks. Ryman ought not to turn down his own cousin. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Must have been sorcerers inside. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes. He does the same back at her.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate. And come say hi if you make your way inside.
I've already been inside. This was definitely something... I'm not sure... I'm surprised. I feel like this should have been a higher level objective. I'm confused that... it wasn't. It's very strange to me. Could just teleport across. It's too far. No, you can't. You couldn't see. From over here, there were no sight lines to land a teleportation. I tried that. Look, it's too far. It's too far, and she's teleporting with the boosted teleportation range. And it's still too far. Found a spot? I mean, yeah, I mean, you could probably teleport to the boat here. This is probably not too far. And then you could climb up the ladder and go in through the house. Probably actually talk to her and, like, be like, hey, do you need some help? Fucking everything is off limits, really? And there's good shit in here. Sovereign Orb. Bunch of explosive items. It was pretty funny how overpowered I was. Ari's hatch key. Well, we might have to take that. Yeah, it just saves. I bet you can teleport across from somewhere. There's vines here too. Fucking literally just barely. I don't know, however you did it. You got pretty lucky. I don't think I actually had access to like somebody who knew teleportation when I was here before. Also, I'm pretty sure I wasn't even really level 8 or 9 yet when I was first here. Okay, so there's a hatch key. Where's there a hatch at? I'm trying not to just, like, run my hands through all of her stuff. So maybe she'd give me permission to take it so that it wouldn't all show up as stolen in my inventory, but... Just realized the wrong person's been picking all that stuff up. Yeah, you probably did. I got really distracted with the other, more interesting stuff that was going on. Maybe there's a hatch down here somewhere? I don't see anything. Why does she have a hatch key? Oh, actually, hold on.
There's more than water down here. I wonder where it leads. Spotted something.
Yeah, what is it? Is it a button I should stand on? The world may never know because this game is terrible about communicating what buttons do.
I spotted something.
Probably have to stand on all of them at once. Alright. Go. Oh! What? Why would that not just leave it unlocked? plate armor? Interesting. Where does this go? Oh. Oh my god, there was a hatch. It was right here. Alright, well fuck, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Locked.
Yeah, I know it is. The lever was on the wall? Wait, what? Really? Where? Oh. I really hate that Alt doesn't highlight those. There's no reason for it not to. I'm mostly doing that to see if it makes this door not shitty. Yeah, okay, it does. Because they had to make it work both ways. Why is there stuff up here? What is this? Oh, it's probably crypts. They're probably on the same floor. It's probably underground areas in the... It's the same thing with, like, I didn't even know where the fucking hatch was. Because it doesn't highlight anything. Like, and, like, when I'm looking around for stuff to pick up and I'm holding Alt, it's even harder to find the interactable spots. Because, like, if I hold Alt, there's so much shit on the screen, and I'm, like, mousing over stuff. Anyway. Just give me a different button that I can hold. That shows me all the things I can click on. That's the ultimate solution as far as I'm concerned. Just give me a different button. Like, shift or something that I can hold, and it will highlight all the things I can click on to touch. I think that would be good. Or a toggle. Sure, a toggle. It's so strange to me that that's not been something they can do or want to do. Okay, so getting through... So the weird thing now is this gate is still locked. So I don't really know what to make of that at this point. Also, whatever this is very orange. And you know, it's my own fault because like it showed up with on the map as a little thingy, and I probably would have seen it then. But I'm not really looking at the mini-map that often, so... I don't really want to pick the lock. I could. I'm sure I could. I'm actually really, really hoping at some point we get another mirror, because I think I'll just take the points that I put into thievery off of Fane at this point. The free lockpick thing is like not that important, and it's a pain in the ass to keep up with, so... You don't get enough points in that category to fucking matter. So, it's kind of driving me crazy. I feel like the level up's only giving you attribute points the level up's only giving you civil abilities as infrequently as you get them is not sustainable for like most of these things. What I'm gathering is I was probably supposed to spend time over here a lot earlier than I did. Which, again, is sort of an annoyance to me because this Paladin checkpoint has a bunch of level 12 people. And when I thought to go up and around to get through this area and down to here, which was level 9, didn't really make sense to me why it was such a high level impasse located right here. Or seemingly, like, it just makes you nervous. So, And if you remember, I scoured. I like ran all the way along here, and we ended up doing the chicken thing. I think I'm here at the right time. Maybe so. I mean, definitely some of the stuff down here seemed like it was level appropriate when I was doing it for the most part. I think Mortis was a little bit higher level than me, but a lot of the stuff up in here seems even higher level, and that makes me super nervous about Blood Moon Isle up here. So that's why I could go up here, I could go across this bridge, or I could take the boat maybe over here. But this thing is like level 13 or 14, if I remember correctly. This guy's level 14, I think. The trolls are even... This troll was like 18, and this troll's 13 or 14. So I'm going to leave this for just a little bit longer. Trying to make sure I'm not missing out on some valuable stuff that would help me progress. There wasn't a whole lot in here. Dealt with the scarecrow that was like here, initially. And we know the witch's thing is there, but she's over here. So we would need to go over there first to help the cows. And we found Gareth. And he ran off probably up here somewhere. So, I mean... And as far as, like, active quests... Now we've got some crypt stuff that we can do, which I probably should do. Oh, Riker. I thought that name sounded familiar. All right. Well, let's do a little bit of, let's spend a little bit of time over here. I think I can hail this guy and have him let me in. Hey. Hey. He'll be back.
The creature barely notices your presence.
Oh. Really? That's very strange to me that the top door was just open, but the bottom door isn't. I don't know if I really understand why it would be like that. I'll just go back to the top. The fact that Tarquin already got sort of unceremoniously ejected from this place makes me really not want to, like, step on anyone's toes here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to piss anybody off. Oh. Ooh, hello. I will go get that, though. That looks fun. Actually, even before I do that.
So close, yet so far away.
That looked like a scrunkly ass skull that I just picked up. Ancient human skull. Fuck. Alright, so what do we got going on here? A blue one? And there's cursed electrified water. So are you a wet boy? Or are you... I hate these things. Alright, no helpful feedback. Supposed to hit him with something of the same type. Cursed electrified water. Doesn't seem to have done me much good, does it? Yeah, I don't get it. I really do hate dealing with these. Can I just move it? Not you. Just move it over here. There. Better. Will it stop being electrified then? Wow, so it made cursed electrified water. Jesus. Well, see, this is where I would think if I just turn it into steam and give it a bit, it should go away. Yeah, now it's just cursed steam. Last for one more turn. And now it's a steam cloud. Okay, there is another one of these motherfuckers in here. It's another blue one. So, like, how do I get... I want the steam cloud gone, too. There's a little bit of lingering electricity right here, by the way, that I didn't get. Having some sort of wind ability makes a lot of sense for all of the clouds. Like, I feel like D&D has this actually solved already with some of the abilities that you get in that let you move stuff. Okay. Wait, so it's still there. The water is still there. Why doesn't the steam go away? That's probably the thing that I don't understand. Hey, bro, can you get the fuck out of the way? You stupid fuckwit squirrel. Get on my way. I'm gonna set that on fire. Oh, I shocked the cloud again.
Put some space between us and this lunatic!
Fucking tragic, dude. Why? Why? God damn it. Ugh. Well, that whiffed.
Has it turned on us or just lost its mind?
Somebody needs to remind this fucking squirrel I'm doing him a favor. Alright, I more or less cleaned up the mess that I made, but that was also just immensely annoying for no payoff. Oh.
The lizard hums tunelessly, not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees towards skies did aim.
She looks to your left with one eye and to your right with the other.
There's one here. It's pretty. I like that it stays where it is. Other remains don't always stay where I put them.
She smiles at you with the innocence of a newborn. The hum still throbs in her throat.
Keeping watch, tending the graves.
She returns to her humming. She flinches as you move closer.
No, no touching.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts for several seconds.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things.
She shivers and whispers.
Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden. He can take the you from you. No brain, just body.
She points at her head.
The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way, kill Riker. The servants, so lost, chained by Sorcerer Riker, but they can still go home to the hall. Set them free.
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds, until she picks up the melody once again and turns away.
Huh.
She hums quietly.
Okay. Door back here that's locked.
Cursed to pray for eternity, but for now the gods aren't listening.
Here lies Amelia Hartwood, daughter of Roland and Prudence, sister to Carlin, Farron and Niles, knifed in her bed by assailants unknown.
Wow, owned.
Here lies Carlin Hartwood, daughter of Roland and Prudence, sister to Amelia, Farron and Niles, died mad of a terrible fever. Here lies Farron Hartwood, daughter of Roland and Prudence, sister to Amelia, Carlin and Niles, died of an unexplained illness.
Okay, the Harkwoods had a bad time of it, huh?
Here lies Roland Harkwood, beloved husband of Prudence, attentive father to Niles, buried near his daughters. Here lies Coleman Crossley, worked hard for his living. His rest is earned.
So does that mean...
Here lies Amelia Harkwood, daughter of Roland and Prudence, sister to Carlin, Farron and Niles, knifed in her bed by assailants unknown. Here lies Amelia Harkwood, daughter of Roland and Prudence, sister to Carlin. Here lies Roland Harkwood, knifed in her bed by assailants unknown. Attentive father to Niles, buried near his daughters. Here lies Carlin Harkwood. Here lies daughter of Roland and Prudence. Daughter of here lies Amelia, Farron and Niles. Daughter of Roland and Carlin. Terrible.
That's really weird.
Illness, knifed in her bed by assailants unknown.
So Prudence and Niles are the only two of that family of 6 alive.
Here rests Gawain Rhys, fitfully, son of Idwal, brother to Gwydion, undeservedly loved, unreservedly condemned. May the 7 withhold their grace. Here lies Idwal Rhys, to a life of adventure lived, a death beyond adventure rewarded. Here lies Blodwyn Rhys, rest well, sweet mother and wife. May those whose love to her was given reunite within the hall.
Eggs. Eggs in a chicken coop.
Within the stone garden's walls, peace be thy immortal fortune, relieved of toil, free of indignity, until thou art called to serve.
Oh, this door's locked too.
As you reach to push open the heavy door, the coils and whirls of engraved wood dance into a new pattern. The semblance of a face arises, a face that seems to look right through you.
Why are you here? Tell me, and mind that you tell me true.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some kind of a moan. Time passes. At last, the lips on the door creak open, and the door speaks.
Enter.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a floral pattern. A loud metallic click can be heard from deep within.
Easy.
Rika lives well, it seems. Pity the location's so undesirable.
A visitor ledger. Level 14? Yeesh. I'm the kind of guest that you should not let enter a home unattended.
The dusty staircase leads to another hatch, which is blocked tight. As you push, it budges slightly, and some sand drifts onto the floor from the other side.
Alright, we're not touching that shit. Hell no.
The dusty staircase leads to another hatch, which is blocked tight.
Why is the upstairs so sandy?
The dusty staircase...
God damn it.
Death prowls above. Ascend only if you seek it.
Okay. Hello?
The salamander's tongue flickers, tasting you on the air. It turns away with a grunt.
What, do I taste bad? I have been told that before. Lock? Lock icon on stairs.
What's this? I found something.
Oh, okay. Good job, Iffin. You won't even greet me as I approach? Alright, hi.
A visitor? Such a rare and exquisite pleasure.
Okay.
The elf tilts his head backwards, but his squinted eyes don't stray from yours.
Okay.
Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself of my creature comforts. You've surely come a long way.
Okay.
It's not an ordinary location, I admit, but I prefer to be extraordinary. There is no pleasure in mediocrity. Don't you agree, Godwoken?
Neither of these make any sense. I literally introduced myself at the door as Godwoken.
Don't be so naive. My doors only open on the occasion of truth. What you admit to them, you admit to me. I also see you are not yet whole.
He presses a slender forefinger against his tight lips and hums.
I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A completely fair exchange between sorcerers. Let's not be so secretive, my good fellow. You're dying to show off those smoldering talents of yours. You just don't know how to handle them. I can help you with that. I can share my bond with the source with you, fill your well to the brim, make you a master. The rest of the story, well, it's yours to write. You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of considerable value.
He points to the location on your map.
Bring it to me.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Tyr Sendelius's presence. You hear no words, yet understand. It's imperative you accept Riker's bargain. The episode passes. Riker is peering at you intently. He awaits your reply.
It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really, and powerful enough to draw the Magister's attentions. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs. Oh, but heading to the Black Pits would mean tangling with more Magisters, and they're such a nuisance. I like keeping my hands clean, you see.
Riker's lips stretch and his cheeks bulge, but you couldn't rightly call his unusual grimace a smile.
I'm a man of taste, as you no doubt see. A relic this significant would make an incredible addition to my collection. Don't deny an old elf his simple pleasures. A promise you'd best fulfill.
Riker bows his head deeply.
Then you'll have the power you seek, if not the power that trumps it. There will always be one greater, you know. Now please, don't let me keep you. Tarquin. Ah, that must be the fellow I found snooping in unwanted places. There are some types, deceitful types, that don't deserve to be among a place of such treasure. He doesn't appreciate what the dead can do for us, my friend.
He turns the back of his hand towards you and waves it back and forth, nudging you away.
Do be sure to see yourself out. These tomes demand my attention.
Okay.
Truly beautiful poetry on the page.
Why does the salamander have a flag?
The salamander's tongue flickers, tasting.
Does he not want to talk to me?
The salamander turns away from you with a hiss and a wheeze.
Okay.
The salamander's tongue flickers. The salamander's tongue flickers.
Okay. There's now a red flag on salamander. Speak with the salamander. Riker's salamander didn't like us. If we could change its mind, we might learn a thing or two about its master. How? What do you mean, change its mind?
As you approach, the salamander turns its head away, twisting its snout into the air. It refuses to even look in your direction. The salamander's tongue flickers, tasting you on the air. It turns away with a grunt. The salamander's tongue flickers. As you approach, the salamander...
Do you want egg? What do you mean, not enough space? What does that mean? Just put the egg down.
As you approach, the
Alright. I clearly need to learn more about salamanders. Antler bow. Is this better than... No, not really. Necromancer and summoning? No. It's a small item. What does not enough space mean? There, put it on the chair. That's fine. Alright. That place is suspicious as fuck, but... if I'm gonna end up killing him... Ooh, what's he doing over there? Is he gonna go downstairs? He did. He went downstairs.
The masked creature grunts 3 times at the sight of you. It reaches its arm out. Clasped in its hand is a crumpled parchment. You take the page, and the servant returns to its hollow existence.
Godwalken, I've no doubt you return with tablet in hand. Forgive my presumptuousness, but I have readied my underchamber for your arrival. The entrance is within whispering distance. Oh. Well. I, in fact, have not done that. I just came back to talk to the salamander.
The salamander turns away from you. As you approach...
Fuck, I thought maybe he would... I thought maybe he would be more chill with his master gone.
She hums quietly.
Alright, well. It seems the black pits are needing some pretty intense attention from me at this point. What the fuck is up here? Seagull?
Fierce and feminine. An age-old symbol of dwarven womanhood. Legend says she bore Duna's child, and it's her blood that runs through every dwarven royal.
What the fuck happened up there?
In death, the dwarves give eagles life, an elegant passing for an inelegant people.
The eagle glowers at you with one baleful eye, keeping the other eye firmly trained on the stringy morsels of rotting flesh dangling from its beak.
You dare touch Master's gifts. No invitation. Leave now. Leave me and Master alone.
The eagle glowers at you with one baleful eye.
You dare.
Alright, well, I probably should have talked to the bird first. That's fair. I'd say you can have it back if you want. But it might be better if I...
The eagle glowers at you.
Yeah, I mean... Is there really any undoing it at this point? If I put it back, are you happy? No, so it's mine now. Don't care. Let's find out.
Biting deep into the rotting flesh, your senses are assailed with a rank odor of meat long past its prime. Your memory wavers and becomes not your own, but the memory of one who led the most solitary of lives. You see myriad wings flapping, your hand scattering birdseed. You hear the screeching of eagles, the tearing of flesh. All of your life is centered on this place, this pedestal of death. All of your life is dedicated to feeding your eagles the meat of your dearly departed people.
I learned Bone Cage.
Let's see what spirits fall.
Picked up my spies. There was no glory and no point to it either.
You watch yourself. There's a voice whispering promises to the dead around here. Word is that they'll be walking about with flesh on their bones again if they send you to the Hall of Echoes. You're God-woken, ain't you? You've a certain something about your aura. Don't ask me why. But someone out there's got it in for you and everyone like you.
Okay.
The dwarf stares in confusion as a thin line of sauce slips out from your body and creeps towards him. By the time he realizes what's happening, it's too late.
No, please, you calm. Please, don't. Inspiration. We need some.
Got him.
Watching the birds pick your body clean is almost soothing. At least you know you're doing some good for a creature. And it means that elf ain't getting his claws on my corpse. Not mine specifically, but he creeps from grave to sepulchre, taking what he wants. Whatever he wants.
A grim expression passes across her face as she looks out over the graveyard.
The dead don't rest easy in this garden. Not by half. He lives in the big house by the gate. I ain't about to wander up and ask for a name, mind you. The less I see of him, the happier I'll rest.
Two dwarven spirits at loggerheads. In a flash, you are both of them, brother and sister. Your feminine side is a rebel, rising up against the tyrannical queen. Your masculine side is a royalist, loyal to the monarch he loves. As the brother, you rescue your sister from the pikes of the royal guard. Together, you flee across the sea to the melting pot of Driftwood and Reaper's Coast. But in Driftwood, you visit the lizard. You are the sister, and you know that something is wrong. You climb the stairs to rescue your brother, and find him fighting for his life against the dwarves who would rob him. Both of you die, but your killers do right by their fellow dwarves, and bring you here to lay you to rest. As spirits, you fight for eternity, one convinced that the queen is a tyrant, the other that your treason was wrong. The sister smiles. She feels vindicated. Her brother still does not agree. The rebellion was a disaster. The rebellion was a mistake that cost them their lives. The sister has found peace with what was her life, but her brother rages on. The rebellion was a disaster. His sister's treason cost them their lives.
I'd eat him for source, but you know what? I got one already. We're good. Okay, good. Waypoint there. Where are... The black pits are over here. Maybe all of this area. Even. Yeah, Black Pits Cave. Ugh. This map is fucking huge, man.
I've spotted something.
Here lies an unknown farmhand. Not a dwarf, but of them. A smallish man of no small heart.
I'm surprised Losa was able to spot something of all people. What the fuck is going on here? What does that mean? Oh, wait. Do all of the masked servants... Oh, that's spooky.
At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host. Hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous. Something not apparent before. Agony. The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is trapped. Is this Riker's doing?
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
The spirit gives you a tortured glance, then turns away to stare at nothing in particular. At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host. Hollow. Nothing happens. The spirit darts its eyes about, all the more tortured by its failure to return home. It is trapped. By what or by whom you cannot say.
Okay, I eat it. Yeah. Shocker. For some reason, it doesn't like Fane all of a sudden.
The plinth of the statue bears a series of deep, circular scratches upon its stone. The statue can be rotated. You cringe at the sound of stone grating against stone. The statue rotates with little resistance. The statue rotates with little resistance. You cringe at the sound of stone grating against stone. The headless statue looms over you. Its plinth bears the same rotation scratches as its counterpart.
Oh. I need a wing, hands, and a head, so...
I've spotted
A lonely
something.
traveler did pass.
Oh.
We found her lying in the grass. We saw the smile upon her face and gave her a final resting place.
These are lizard remains, but in the human section of the graveyard, something's amiss.
You lay your hand on the withered lizard remains. A chill caresses the back of your neck, and the breeze seems to carry an echoing moan.
I don't like that.
Vilnix Creever. Almost sounds like a lizard name. But here lieth Jeffa, first name unknown, and of no further use. Pauline Lacey lies here, burned in her bed. As in life, so in death. Arthur Bree lies here, sadly missed by customers and family alike. Here lies Porphyria Swan, died of shrieking hysteria. Let the gossips chatter, no matter.
What's this?
Here rests Timus Tancred, Ever may he look out upon the woods he loved so dearly.
Dude, help! I'm down here! A mind of this magnitude shouldn't be cursed to live like this. Can you dig me up? Well, I used to be... Wait, who did I used to be? I can say with confidence who I am now, at least. A thinker. The likes of which you've never known and never will. Don't worry, there's nothing funny about me. Please hurry, it's stifling in here.
The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clattering bones, then frowns. The moistest bits are still stuck in his cracks and crevices.
Thanks. You're probably looking for a reward, but I haven't got much. Except, you know, the wisdom of the ages.
He pokes a finger against his ossified head.
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time. Oh, but I don't just go around giving knowledge away like a common medium.
The skeleton pauses and sighs, then straightens his spine with a clatter.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos itself will decide who can better face the truth of our own essence, me or you. A weak soul may not survive the bond, but I'm sure you'll be just fine. Battle is dangerous, is it not? I find it to be true anyway, even when you're battling your own mortality. The angst can prove terminal to the weak-willed. Oh, it's easy. We link up souls and share our innermost beliefs. Think of it like an innocent little duel. The winner remains comfortable with their personal truths. The loser, well... I don't blame you. To brush shoulders with someone of my stature must be overwhelming.
Okay. Nothing can do as much harm as an awareness of the entropy of all existence. You get extremely high resistances.
More not for Crispin, a simpleton's idea of a clever man, and a poor man's idea of a rich one.
Hilarious. So this guy sucks too. That's funny.
Got yourself together? Let's... Oh, how fun. Just touch this bone on my rib cage here, right over where my heart would be, if... well, you know.
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away, and it remains glued to the bone.
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to accumulate knowledge. Pretty great answer, eh? Can you do better than that?
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance.
Life's true purpose is to love others as passionately as you can. Your purpose in life is to make the most of every moment. Try to pull your finger away.
You question your response the moment it leaves your lips. Your entire body shivers anxiously as you wonder, what is this life's true meaning?
You poor, precious, pathetic thing. That's what happens when you gaze into an unseasoned soul. Let's see if you can do better this time. Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants, is there such a thing as free will? I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now.
You are immobilized by fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of nothing, fear of everything. It aches, as if the weight of the world presses against your skull.
Aw, you're as weak as a kitten. There, it'll be okay. I hate to ask another question, but the bond demands it. Sorry and all that. So tell me, is there a difference between right and wrong? Don't hurt yourself now. I know how trying this must be for you.
More. Every culture through history has their own code of ethics with these codes. Yeah, this is true.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back to your side. The truth of your final answer momentarily calms you, but it is not enough to ease the inner pain ripping through your mind, soul, and body. The pressure builds and builds.
Such a pity.
Oh. I died. I kind of thought that might be the case. So it looks like maybe getting the special character-specific prompts is the way to go here. Because the other answers were pretty lackluster. I'm going to try it with Fane.
Do you ever meet a true philosopher?
He pokes a finger against it.
You found one right here. Spent centuries buried under the dirt. What with the... Oh, but I do...
The skeleton.
A soul, but I'm... Oh, how...
You reach for the rib in...
All right, mister. Deep thought. First...
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance.
Do your empty skulls contain brains? How deep could his thoughts possibly be? Got him.
A shattering shiver passes through the skeleton's body from toe to head.
Got him
then
once.
Back again.
Well, but... Let's just move on to the next question. Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants. I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now. How could I have been so simple when the truth is so vast? Well, I won't let you outshine me again.
The skeleton hangs his head low, then yanks it upwards again.
Is there a difference between right and wrong? The truth is that there is not. Only action and consequence.
I like how you can just go
I got you there.
undead to undead and just completely like, these questions are so stupid because we are creatures like bones animated to live again. Pretty funny.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back to your side.
I can't bear this existential agony. What have you...
Rip. Correctly answer all of Crispin's questions. See you later, dude. Nice knowing you, bud. Oh, I need this. I need that book. Rip Crispin. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Eternal fire?
Ancestor tree. Pure grace in an undeserving world.
Tree.
The spirit of the tree may have much to say.
Losa, walk in the puddle. Walk in the puddle. Hello, tree.
The roots of a great ancestor tree reach from deep underground to the surface above and beyond. But this tree feels tainted. You are a scion of the elves. The mother tree demands your blood. You do not have a choice. She has a plan, and you must serve her with your death. You heed your mother's wishes and take root. But then you hear a voice, a friendly whisper from beyond. The voice knows you. He understands you. He loves you. He offers you your freedom and asks but one small service in return. Grateful, you accept. In an instant, you are an elf once more, walking in the world. But your new friend begins to make demands. Small services, then larger and more often. They cause you pain. At last, he bids you guard your tree. He expects you shall have guests. You shall kill the Godwoken when they come. Then you shall be free.
Oh, well.
The thought occurs. The sign replaced one bad deal with another.
There are stories in our lore of elves who disobey the mother tree. The mother usually wins.
That story hits a little too close to home. Poor luckless fool.
To trade one's soul for immortality and then lose out on your prize? That is unfortunate, no matter the circumstances.
Elven games. No one cares.
Fair enough.
The roots of a great ancestor tree reach from...
I guess that's it. Fair enough. Not really sure what the purpose of that was necessarily.
A grand altar indeed. Lizard death rites are nothing if not dramatic.
Oh, lizard death rites. Okay. Let's think. How did this paper not burn? Don't question it. Go after that traveler that dug up the dragon bone boots. Kill him. Take the boots off, hide the boots so I can recover them later. Defy me and you will suffer pain far greater than your pathetic existence can comprehend. Your master Riker. Go after that traveler that dug up the dragon bone boots. Kill him, take the boots off. Hide the boots so I can recover them later. But no indication of where the boots are hidden, huh? Although there is a shady digger and an assassin. Looks like I could probably get there from the other side.
If she weren't blindfolded, I might think she's keeping an eye on me.
The spirit does not respond to your presence.
Okay, well, I probably shouldn't take all of their source. I did test it and do one, but I think that might not be the same thing as letting them return to the hall. Now that I think on it, it's probably not good to keep doing
Here
that.
lieth Haverley North and child, struck down by a sorcerer fiend most vile.
A stone king, just as effective as a real one, I reckon.
The spirit sings a long-forgotten tune in a long-forgotten language. One, it seems, with the ever-revolving wheels of space and time. The spirit sings a long-forgotten...
Suppose maybe if I had a lizard.
The spirit sings a The spirit sings a...
Fair enough. Boots. Devour. Oh, this goes to level 20 if you get them all. Dude.
The boots are resplendent with polished ivory, heavy but well made, fit for a noble. The air around you glows with sudden heat. Specks of ash fall from the sky, summoning a fractured memory. Dig. Work. Deeper. By the Empress's order, you have to go deeper. As the memory fades, ghostly flames flicker on the surface of the polished sabatons.
I see you. You have the strength I've been looking for. Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers. Find where the archaeologist cut into the earth. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
The voice vanishes, but the bone-deep longing remains. You must dig in the east. You must. A terrible chill pervades the air as the ashen vision fades. Someone new is watching you.
Oh, really?
The spirit keeps glancing back. A difficult task since his shoulders are tense as iron. How can I help?
Oh, you can eat him.
If I knew the way, I'd shout until every god...
Quit idling! We have to dig!
The chronicler puts his head in his hands, collapsing in silent defeat. The spirit of a dwarf frowns at you, suspicion drawing the lines of his face deep.
I don't hear any pickaxes! No shovels! Where are my lazy diggers? We can't be wasting time! The Empress will have me head, and then all of yours! Haven't you seen the excavation site? There's real treasure there. Bones of the beast. The site's close. It has to be. There's more stones to break, more earth to turn. We need to get there.
The spirit taps his foot.
Why are you wasting everyone's time? Get to the site before the Empress sees. You don't know the Outlaw Empress? She'd gut you for the disrespect. So best get digging before she gets back. The site's close. It has to be.
Okay. Cool, I have another friend. And by friend, I mean annoying person following me around. Appearing as a debate every time I use the ghost site.
Here lies Old Man Malik. No dancing on this grave. Here lies Galen Heavendale, a lost soul, executed in his prime, aged 19.
Okay, so we kind of made it down to the bottom. This place is just massive, too. There's that dog with the skeleton behind him that I didn't see before.
Body here, only a pile of rocks.
Oh boy, this is just getting to be a lot of reading, huh? Gonna have to use my brain in this place.
Here lies Victor Flynn, a life story cut short here.
Okay. Just send that over. These are actually so good. Mostly, kind of. Never mind. They're gonna go in the bag. Is it this one? No. Yeah. Yeah, Devourer's Claws, Devourer's Steps. They level up, they boost up to level 20 when the whole set is done, so I'm definitely going to keep those. Orders, this was just about the boots. They were not hidden. Mysterious orders. Head to Reaper's Coast, you want Stone Garden. The Devourer's Sabatons must be buried there somewhere. Riker has no idea what he sits upon. Bring the armor back to me in arcs and I shall reward you handsomely. K. Ooh. We got a staff that I'll probably just sell. Yep. Which is fine. And a letter. Thought you were clever, huh? Come dig me up, see if I had any coin on my rotting corpse. Maybe my coffin could pay the debts I could not. Fool. You'd have better luck milking these rocks than you would seeing even a penny from me. A Flynn will beg, a Flynn will gamble, but a Flynn never repays his due. As for this Flynn, well, while you rummage through a dirty grave, I'm already nabbing what's not so rightfully mine. You win some, you lose some, my friend, unless you're canny enough to fake your own death, and then you only win. Victor.
Faked his own death, did he? That's one way to avoid debtor's prison.
I guess Fane was the one who technically read that.
Lost in the
Okay. Not really sure why I have these bones anymore. Good thing I have 3 sharp rocks, though. Okay. There's a hatch in there. Okay. I wonder if with these bones, if this dog will be nice to me. Wait, is he just chill now? Okay. Can I talk to him?
Slobber drips from the dog's bared fangs. Where the driblets land, the soil bubbles.
Come closer. I dare you.
That's so strange. The soil dribbles. So, like, this says dried venom. Oh, and the swaddling of enormous cobwebs. So does he not want those?
Slobber drips from the dog.
Come closer.
Alright, I say it. I'm going to try the...
Come close.
He sniffs. He snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me.
The dog's growls intensify and transform into a rhythmic rasp that mimics laughter. You swear you see the ground behind him momentarily churn and tremble.
Do not mock me. You know what lies beneath. But I will not allow you another step closer, elf. Khan has already laid claim to it. Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls. The earth beneath you vibrates, a dirge plucked on the strings of a rotting lute.
Necrotic troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate. The earth opens for thee.
Oh. 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 Okay. Holy shit. Jesus. 277 to 320. I'm just gonna be a little bit cringe and reload because I didn't actually get much information there like I was hoping to.
Slobber drips from the dog.
Come close.
He sniffed.
I am death. There's no defight.
The dog's growled.
Do not mock me. You know what? Enough lies. Enough farce. You've riled the beast. And the only cure for the affliction is blood.
The dog raises its head to the stormy...
Necrotic troll.
Okay. Well, if the troll happens to start... Yeah, okay. He can hit me first. That's fine. Where you going, bud? Still failed the knockdown. That's fine. I'll be okay. What? Isn't this the one? Shoot an arrow that goes straight through enemies. Each enemy this hit takes piercing damage, ignoring armor. So why does it say path is interrupted? I want the path to be interrupted. I want it to hit all three of these guys. Is it going to or not?
Ready.
It's fucking weird. That's so weird. $718, $718. The magic is going to be a problem. Clear, slowed, and crippled. Oh, I already stood up. Let's do this. I really don't want to try to get through their magic armor, though. That shit sucks. I don't care if Infect fails here. That's fine if it gets blocked. Physical damage is the problem. Holy shit. All the corpses, the bone cage. Oh, the bone cage cast was smart as fuck. Holy shit.
I will yield to none.
Fucking crit me. Or crit feign. God damn you. And didn't move. What a chicken shit. Holy shit. That did an assload of damage. You're surely undead, aren't you? Yeah, you're toast. I wish I had a bone cage scroll. Yeah, the dog is also undead. Fane's gonna take a nap. Where you going, fucker? Hey, stop. Yeah, that corpse. They didn't blow it up on me? Ooh, mistake. Big mistake. I am definitely going to kill that before it can be a problem. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crit and done. I can make bodies for exploding too, fucker. Almost got it. What a crit. Can I? Fuck. I don't actually think this is going to hit Fane anymore. Rip the water pump. His bone cage is gone. But I don't have good ways to do physical. But you know what? I did proc his attack of opportunity, so Fane can actually just get away. See you later, dipshit. Owned. Good job, team. Fuck you, dog. Well, I'm very curious about what that dog was protecting in that hatch down below, but I think for now I'm gonna probably not fuck with it. Man, there's just so many curiosities. So many curiosities in this area. Like, this is a really big ass chunk of the game right here. It feels like. Did I go in here? Nope, I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Alright, I found one of the things that I was kind of looking for.
This creature is as blank as a silent monk. Dark magic at work. This part is gated off from the rest. Whoever is buried here must have been important.
Here rests the human hero Garrick. He served Lucien the Divine with immense skill and slew the necromancers who preyed upon the dead of Stone Garden Cemetery. The implements of his heroism shall rest at the site of his victory.
Secret unlocked. Garrick the hero stashed valuables in the Stone Garden. We should consult our map. Burn the remains in the eternal fire. Oh.
Here rests the elven hero Halla. He served Lucien the Divine with great vigor and defended the farmers who feed Reaper's Coast against pitiless bandits. The implements of his heroism shall rest at the site of his victory.
Oh, we got, there was a book that talked about, I might still have it out because it was so interesting to me. Yeah, Feats of the Four. Garrick, Bromley, Vidya, and Hala.
Here rests the elven hero.
Yeah.
Here rests the...
And there was something else that talked about them having like stuff buried in different places.
Here rests the dwarven hero Bromley. She served Lucian the Divine with honor and cast out the demons that plagued the great woodlands. The implements of her heroism shall rest at the site of her victory. Here rests the lizard hero Vidya. She served Lucian the Divine with great dignity and vanquished the strange beasts that arose from the primordial caverns of Reaper's Coast. The implements of her heroism shall rest at the site of her victory. Suddenly, the earth churns and buckles upwards in several places. Some things are trying to rise to the surface.
Godwoken! You must fall! The God King demands it!
You must fall, so that we may rise!
Let your blood quench our roots so we may grow.
The covenant shall be fulfilled.
Tried to reposition a little bit. Oh, skeletons. We didn't have to do it this way, you guys. You're only level 11. You don't have equipment that's any good. My lads. My boys. It did not have to be like this. I'm gonna take a gamble on this hitting in both. Fuck yeah, dude. All that crit. The crit was delicious. Ha, I'm up here now. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, Garrick revived but stronger. That's not good. I made things worse. That never happens. Oh, it didn't actually hit him up there. Shit! Oh shit. Ifin, watch out. Spooky, scary healing ritual? Shit! They keep reviving. Does he still show up as undead? Yeah, okay. Alright, well that's good for me, I suppose. just have you... I don't like you being up there. Can you come down here, hurt your friend, and burn?
Your end will be our beginning.
Ooh, nice whirlwind. Good choice. Lied to me again. That's okay. Fuck out of here, Bromley.
There is no death for the loyal.
Really? You spent your turn climbing a ladder and casting rain? And then teleporting Fane. Whoa, nice tactical retreat. Nice miss. That's annoying. How did that hit? Ooh, and then the arcane stitch. Bold strategy. Gonna need some poison pretty soon, seems. Alright, well, I'll just ballista. Oh, really? Really? Alright, can I sneak over this way? Now can I ballistic shot him? Yeah, good. Fuck you, dude. No! Well, it feels like it's been forever since I got a turn. Oh, how do we deal with this? How do we deal with this? Target is blocked. I disagree. Oh, wait, I see. I see the area that I can actually go to. It's right here. Perfect. What up, fuckers? Oh, you didn't get it set on fire. God damn it. Is Iffin really gonna... Oh, no, he's not. Okay. How about we start with a little fall down? Fucking missed this guy. Bro. Bro. Alright, fine. You're getting crippled then. Oh, wait, he's evading. I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Fucking god damn it. I knew he was evading. Oh my god. At least she's on fire now. You. How about you have my Hail Strike? Are you in water? Oh my god, you're in water too? Oh, you are about to get so frozen. Goodbye. Nice turn, fucker. I'm just gonna scooch back over here into this water. Hopefully far enough away from everybody that if I contaminate this... Yeah, the incarnate will be fine. But I did heal... Oh, fucking... Yeah. Balls. I healed everybody. That's okay. It is what it is. The Incarnate's like, I don't know where to go, boss. Climb this ladder. Block line of sight for this piece of shit and ruin his day. Oh, no, attack him. God damn it. Whatever, it's fine. Ouch. He's still evading. Holy shit. Fine, evade this, fucker. Still had magic armor left, thankfully. Alright, he's not evading anymore. You have been a real piece of shit. I did not enjoy dealing with you, sir. Fuck you. He swapped his ally down there to die. And I guess be revived. Whatever. You are almost dead. You have... Wow, you are really strong. Oh, you are actually a huge problem. Whoa. Whoa. Kill him. I'm over it. Good. Nice slow. I don't actually know how that hit him through his... Oh, but oil is so weird that it bypasses... it bypasses stuff. That's really good for me. And I'm gonna get fire totem up. And I'm really hurt, so... can I sneak down to poison? I was gonna try to sneak down and then play dead. Alright, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Ooh, that was an explosion. Alright, this guy. How dare you think you can escape the Incarnate? He is a problem that you have to deal with. Because fuck you.
There is no
Oh, that's not good. Oh no, you're a summoner too. No, you made a fire totem too. Attack him. Fuck you, dude. Don't shoot Fane. You dickhead. God, you're a dickhead. Do it. Oh. No, Fane. Fuck. Frost grenade? You froze your own guy. Ooh, the reactive shock kicked in. Alright, don't worry, buddy. I'll bring you back in poison. Oh, there's not a lot of poison left. There's some right here, though. That'll work. Probably close enough that I... Oh, shit. I only have the 1 point left. Oh, balls. Okay. Well. He's fine. He's fine. He's totally fine. The fire, don't worry about the fire. Okay. Oh, shit. I set fire to my little poison patch. God damn it. I'll work on that. Oh, he didn't die to the acid. Meanwhile, for the first fight in a long time, Iffin's just doing fine. Got your ass. You're a pain. You have no armor left. No way. No way, dude. Fine. You have a tax of opportunity? Why? Why do you have a tax of opportunity? Now you don't.
Glory is mine.
Some lovely, lovely poison right over here. Oh. It's so hard sometimes to keep track of where surfaces are at. One hit point. Oh, did I attack a fucking dead body? Dude.
The heroes of Driftwood lie at your feet, dead for good this time.
Whatever this covenant is, it didn't bring them victory.
This covenant of theirs didn't do them much good. Onwards.
Whoever is behind all this will have to try harder if they want to stop us.
God, they were fuckers though, weren't they? God damn. And all I'm gonna have to show for it is a bunch of fucking blue gear, too. All right. Alright, pain in my ass. But, theoretically... Okay, there's Bromley's, Hollows, Garrick's, and Vidia's. And actually, Garrick's is not that even that far away. It's right out the front entrance this way. Or a front-ish sort of adjacent entrance.
What's this? I found something.
Give me your shit. Flashing footsteps. At least they're level 12. But they have fucking no armor on them. How are these level 12? Fuck. That sucks. And once again, dug it up, but still on the map.
The headless statue loomed.
So, if I give it the head back... There it is. Hey! I fixed it. Blue gear is blue gear. Sweet. Man, this place is crazy big. So I'm glad I checked my quest log. Because we dug Vilk's Kriva up and it says burn the remains in the eternal fire. All I have is this. But hold on, let me save before I do that. I don't like that encounter cost me two res scrolls, but I'm just gonna save anyway. I don't want to refight them. They were dickheads. So I'm just gonna put it on the chest, I suppose.
A fleeting sense of warmth and benevolence washes over you, then passes.
Oh. Scroll, arrow, grenade. Definitely the scroll. That's it though, huh? Is there like a mechanism to shut these off, or...
It's hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. Eventually, he threw it into the flames. But still it sits there, indestructible. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
Can I just move it out of the fire?
The chest before you is wreathed in flame, but doesn't seem to be actually burning. The flames dance above the ancient pictograms depicting lizards and the ancient empire. You lean in to examine the images further, but are driven back by the intense heat of the flame. The chest before you is... You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense. The chest responds with more hissing. It's a language, but you don't understand it. Given the pictograms, you assume it's an ancient lizard tongue. The chest before you is... You hear a deep rumble. The chest responds with...
I need a lizard!
To see an elf burning the body of kin, it turns one's stomach.
The all-consuming fires rage nearby, and still the spirit sings quietly on.
Oops, don't attack it. I'll move it all the way over to this other lizard. I don't give a shit. Look how good my telekinesis is. Hey, lizard, open this thing for me.
The all-consuming fire. The chest before you hear a deep rumble. The chest responds with more hissing. It's a language, but you... The all-consuming fire...
God damn it.
To see an elf.
The chest before you hear the chest responds.
To see an elf.
Help me, lizard. Hold on. Let me go back to where I found that thing and burned it. Maybe there was a spirit where I dug up that leg. Ew, balls. Balls, oh balls, oh balls. Balls, oh balls, oh balls. Sniff a puzzle. Sniff a puzzle. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do. I don't feel like I have quite enough information. Probably all dog water. Huntsman, arrow third strength. No thanks. I'm not even gonna really look at this. 3 initiative. Creates a 1 meter ice surface when targeting terrain. Telekinesis. Yeah, they're basically the same thing. Ooh. No, probably not. Probably not. So close. Diviner's hands, telekinesis. Bro. Well, it's all money. Which is fine, resupplying my stock of stuff that I can just sell to be able to buy actually cool shit is fine. But I'm getting treasure fatigue in this game for sure. I feel like I did the last one as well. Why are you spamming Nessies at me? What are you doing? Are you trying to encourage me to figure out this stupid puzzle I don't understand? No, stop it. Stop it. Yes, yep. You sure can. You sure can make a little Nessie pyramid. You sure can. Look at him. Look at him go.
It's hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering. I watched an elf spend... He did not leave empty.
You have an idea for the chest?
The chest before you is covered in old ancient empire pictograms. You consider trying to find some lockpicks. You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense. The chest responds with more hissing. It's a language, but you don't understand it. Given the pictograms...
I mean, not having a lizard party member here feels like at least part of the problem. But feel free to share your idea with the class. Just trying to see if there's anything in the environment that might help me. Just taking a think. It's a real shame that I couldn't possibly. Ooh. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. God, the fucking bars.
Something has changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and step forward in this new guise.
I mean, memory's not your own.
The chest before you is covered in old ancient empire pictograms. You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges.
Ooh.
It hisses and clicks at you in the old tongue, your people's ancient language.
This chest recognizes Consul Zara as master. Speak her words or return me to the flames.
Ooh, maybe. But Fane doesn't have any persuasion.
If Consul Zara is beyond speaking her words, then this chest is beyond opening. This chest recognizes you as a liar and a poor thief.
Well, fuck me. Consul Zara. Okay. I saved before I put the leg in the fire. I'm actually so curious if I still have the leg. I'm gonna test something else while I make Fane do some busy work for me. I'm gonna resort this shit and save again. Send to Losa, to Where's, and Losa, to Iffin, and then I'm gonna make him just do all this and get it done. And yeah, none of this stuff actually re-rolled or anything like that, so it's all going to the pile. Oh, I thought you could drag and select. Alright. I'm just gonna go see if there is a spirit down here by the grave before I burn. Ah, there is.
You there! Help me, please! Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be at peace in a place like this. I have to be put to rest according to lizard tradition. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the cemetery. I beg you, cast my remains into the fire. Set my spirit free. I will never know peace otherwise. Ah, I should have known your kind would seek recompense. Very well. Do as I ask, and you will be rewarded. Good. Now take it to the eternal fire. Burn it and free me. My remains have...
See, what would have been really cool is if he knew this person. Ooh. All right, hold on. Maybe now that I know he's down there, I have another idea.
There is a cut here where the stream disconnected for about a minute before I noticed, and I do my best to give a recap. Apologies.
Dude, it turbo died. It hit full expiration. Fuck me. That was crazy. It just went plummeted. Well, this is going to be awkward to try to add back in somehow. How long have I been gone for? What was the last thing I said? Like, yeah, 5 minutes. No shit. Dude, it just, it completely went out. I didn't even know, because I couldn't even see chat. I didn't even see you say, oh, okay, bye. I couldn't see anything. I lost all internet. Nothing was loading. Until, like, who knows how long it had been trying to reconnect. Like, it completely shit itself. Hold on, let me just pull up my... What was the last thing I said? So the last thing I did was go up and get the chest again. And then it went out. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. That's crazy, dude. Fuck me. Okay. I will recap. I will recap for the benefit of everybody in the future. And somehow I'm going to have to figure out how to splice this together. Because that's a huge time. You guys just missed, like, a huge amount of me sort of solving how I was going to do this. Okay, let's go back up to where I was. So I reloaded my save because I had to pull the chest back out. So I know I reloaded my save, And I know that you guys probably saw me save after I had gone through and done all the inventory stuff again. So after I grabbed the chest out and put it here again, I switched Fane to a lizard. And after I switched him to a lizard, I talked to the chest.
The chest before you is covered in old. You hear a.
This chest
And it gives you this bit, right?
Consort Zara as master. Speak her words or return me to the flames.
So it gives you this little bit, right? I also talked to this lizard.
To see an elf burning the body of kin.
I can't get
Turns once.
I can't get her old dialogue. But she is actually the reason that I made the link about how to actually solve this. Because I didn't quite get it. I was still a little bit confused. But she actually, the first time, actually I could try talking to her with a different character. This is what she
It's
says.
hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering.
Right.
I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest.
This isn't interesting other than we know it's
Eventually,
Riker.
He threw it into the flames, but still it sits there.
So this
Indestructible.
this is the clue that it's Riker, but this last line is the important one.
He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
So that didn't click in my brain, okay? Because I thought maybe salamander equals lizard. She's just referring to another lizard person. I thought maybe like a lizard corpse or even a live lizard to do some awful shit with. No, she's talking about the fucking salamander that kept turning its nose up at me. It wouldn't talk to me, right? That's the salamander that she's referring to. What he was doing out here, no idea. But between that and this thing needing a password and then actually checking my quest log, speaking in forked tongues, speak with the salamander, Riker's salamander didn't like us, work out how to open the chest. It demands a password. So they're linked. That salamander, and what actually tipped it off to me as well is this burning chest that demands a password update happens after Fane becomes a lizard. So once I had Fane as a lizard and talked to the chest, you can talk to it right until this point.
Consort Zara as master. Speak her words or return me to the flames.
You can talk to it up until this spot, and then your quest log updates. You don't have to do anything else. I didn't do any of these options. None of these. I was like, I don't want to piss it off. So I just said, fuck it, I'm leaving. But that updated my journal, specifically this entry. It added this bit up here, above the salamander. And then her talking about the salamander finally jogged my memory that there was a salamander that didn't like us back at Riker's place. So that's what I was going to do when I happened to look over and see that I had disconnected and that nothing was working. So apologies that you guys missed that in time. But I didn't actually, it's not solved yet, but I think the reason he turned his nose up at all of us on my first visit is because none of us were lizards. So I expect that now that Fane is in the guise of a lizard, maybe we can get a little bit of a back and forth going between me and this guy. The only trouble is, if I need Pet Pal, Fane used to have Pet Pal, but does not anymore. So it will hopefully talk to me in lizard speak and not animal speak. If not, I might be SOL.
As you approach, the salamander turns its head away, twisting its snout into the air. It refuses to even look in your direction.
Really?
As you approach, the salamander turns...
Take the mask off? Why? You think he'll respond to a skeleton better?
The salamander turns away from you with a hiss and a wheeze.
Why would he respond to a skeleton better? I was thinking about trying a dwarf. For some reason. The supernatural masquerade. The living cannot stand the sight of the undead. Avoid triggering panic when I say where you go. Be sure to keep your head, torso, and legs covered. Oh. Okay. No, Fane doesn't have Pet
The
Pal
salamander
anymore.
turns away from you with a hit.
Fane used to have Pet Pal, but we took it off. How have I been talking to cows? With Cothrius. Cothrius has Pet Pal. You said he needed Pet Pal when I did. You said that was the only thing.
As you approach, the salamander.
So I made sure he had Pet Pal, but then it turned out Fane had Pet Pal, so I didn't need Pet Pal. But then we took it off of Fane because I already had it.
The lizard hums tuned.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept.
She looks to your left with one eye.
Keeping watch, tending graves.
She ekes out a few more notes, then smiles at you with the innocence of a newborn.
It helps me remember where the dead go. Sometimes they don't stay where I put them. That's okay.
The ensuing silence lasts.
Okay. So, I still need to find a way to make this fucking salamander like me. Okay, one thing I will try then. I'll go ahead and burn the leg in the fire. So bummed that it dropped out while I was talking through that. I think they must have done a reset, by the way. I think media, since it was like right around 11 p.m. here, my time, I'm guessing that they were doing some kind of reset.
You have done me a great service, friend. Now, the Hall of Echoes beckons.
Oh, different items this time. I'm still gonna take the scroll. I wish that he would have given me some mark of friend to lizard kind. Yeah, I had issues yesterday too. I don't know if you did during your stream. Your stream looked like it was fine. Mine yesterday was not. Mine yesterday was pretty bad, and then the cutout that I just had happen today was pretty annoying. I'm pretty peeved about it, to be honest. Mostly because I didn't notice. And I completely lost all internet access, so I didn't even see like the wee-woo or anything. Yeah, my download has been shitting the bed as well. Hey, I helped the lizard. Can you like me now, please?
The salamander turns away from you with a hic.
Bro, what is your ass hurt problem? What is your deal, dude? Maybe I can get it after I deal with Riker. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe if I deal with Riker, maybe he's afflicted in some fashion, and maybe ending Riker will set him straight. Locked, huh?
Here lies Phylan Surrey, whose family's generous patronage helped build these burial grounds, and who refused to be buried in the Surrey crypt.
Why?
Here lies Phylan Surrey, whose family's generous patronage helped build these burial grounds, and who refused to be buried in the Surrey crypt.
Ah, you again. Any luck in old Lady Surrey's tomb? Oh, goodness. The disappointment is clouding your handsome face. Take a few deep breaths and give it another go. A welcome constitutional, I find.
Well, there's so many locked doors. They really expect me to pick them all to get in? Lol. Don't need to go in there. I'll just open it through the back. Surely the way they intended.
Sword and shield. Every human's first and last resort.
Guarding the dead. An honor or a burden. Nice statue, as statues go.
There's nothing funky about them.
Nice statue, as statues go.
Huh. What if I have Iffin interact with this?
Here lies Phylan Surrey, whose family's generous patronage helped build these burial grounds, and who refused to be buried in the Surrey crypt.
I can't even see what lockpicking level this is. I'm not sure.
I need to get clever with this lock.
I mean, most of these appear to be lock level 3, which is not that difficult to achieve. Oh. There's a spirit down here. Oh, I forgot that this was down here too.
If graves you dig, I'll warn you now. Beware the creak and then the click. Then comes the bang, then comes the bang. Close your eyes and listen.
The spirit's memories play out before you in darkest black. The sound alone relates the tale. A self-styled archaeologist, some would call you a grave robber, you found the grave of Baron Wilmart Hogg IV. Your footsteps crunch light upon the gravel as you approach the tomb. You know that Hogg was avaricious, paranoid, and cruel, and you yourself value the first of these two traits most highly. You ease your way up to the grave and run your hand around the lid, searching for a trap. You find nothing. The wind whispers in the trees and the grass rustles quietly. You slide the lid open with a creak. Click. Uh-oh, you think. Bang! The silence of the night is rent with a sound of screaming. You're screaming as you burn to death.
Commiserations, he says. I knew the risks. If graves you'd open, beware the creak and then the click. then comes the bang, then comes the bang! I have only one regret. I didn't get the loot, I didn't get the loot! First came the creak, and then the click.
Okay.
Click, click, bang!
Got it. Yep.
I see a trap nearby.
Yep. I know, there's traps here. He's obviously there to warn you about the dangers of this particular location, but also maybe generally some other spots. If we just back up a little bit, we should just be able to blow this up. Okay. Surely he'll get it this time. Okay. Okay, game. Somehow the spirits block hits even though they shouldn't be tangible. Excellent. Now, how do I... I can't even examine it? Okay, I guess I didn't need to. Gives you like plenty of time.
You opened the grave, you heard the creak, click, bang, and then you bang, creak, click, bang. You opened the creak, click.
Great. Very good. Well.
I've spotted something.
Oh, did you? What did you spot? I ran past this like 2 times. A leg and a stick? And a shawl? What the fuck? Okay. Boy, I don't really want to eat the rotten leg, but...
A sinner I, and who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. A sinner lies. And yet the boneyard's full of sinners who got their prayers, while I did not.
Okay.
A sinner I. A sinner I.
Not really sure what that guy's here to do, but okay. Spirit of Zimski.
Come on, mistress. Hear me. Heed me. You've always had a glint in your eye for old Zimski. Don't abandon me now.
Zimski mutters to himself as he traces sigils in the dirt. He spies you, and a shrewd look brightens his eyes. He stretches out a hand, showing you a solitary coin on his palm.
Heads or tails?
He flips the coin high in the air. It twinkles beneath the moonlight as it spins down, and he claps it to his forearm. It's tails.
Unlucky. But then what do I know about luck anymore? All my life I served Lady Luck, and see how it ends. In the dirt, just the same as everybody else.
Turning from you, he crouches back to the dirt. He resumes tracing esoteric sigils, his fingertips swirling through the graveyard clay.
You seek to call her too? Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. Until now. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you breathe. I'll wager you've more use for my gifts than I do. Here, tell me what you truly value. If my lady sees fit, I'll give you what I truly value in return.
Guess I should have saved. I don't really know if any of these is going to get me what I want. I'll go with this option.
Good enough. He smiles a foxy smile as he stabs claw-like fingers at your chest. He begins to trace sigils on your flesh. Though you cannot feel his fingers upon your skin, something inside you shifts. You feel a coldness, and a sick longing seeps into your heart. He croons incantations as he works, and his voice is like the throwing of 1,000 dice inside your brain. Your body is suddenly filled with lust for coin and craving for more.
Ah, now you feel her touch. Now Lady Luck sings in your blood as she once did in mine. And now I feel nothing.
Okay. I got 2 source potions. That seems pretty good, I suppose. I won't question it. I wonder if there are actually if there's anybody inside here that I could see. Oh.
A spirit sits behind the grand piano, her hands moving to and fro along the ivory keys.
O'er black and white, my fingers dart, as lost between worlds as I am. O'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of Life? Direct them.
Her hands fall upon the keys like raindrops on a lake. Music ripples and rises like it did before the dragon's throne, thousands of years ago.
Cool, you can change the music in the house. That's pretty neat. It's pretty good and complex too. Sounds really neat. Oh, the spirit of the dog is here.
The dog spirit rolls his head around, gawking at the ground and sky as if he'd never seen them before, then locks his eyes on yours. He snarls, unconvincingly.
I am death. Anathema, it will be ours. The masses will tremble. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade. Yes, the masses tremble at the Necrohound's might. We will retrieve Anathema. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade.
He moves to lick his haunches and seems taken aback by his own translucence.
Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, We will slay living and undead alike. There will be no mercy.
The canine spirit lifts his head to howl, but can barely manage a whimper. He tucks his tail between his legs, shocked at his own impotence.
I will not be denied.
Okay. Well, that's kind of wild. I guess I'll just keep looking around. Might be out of stuff to find, though, which is confusing to me. Because, like, this had a neat little thing to do to figure out how to get inside and, like, get it open. But, like, they tell me none of these other ones do? Surely there's, like a master key. I bet Riker has a master key. Because it really doesn't make sense to me that they would require me to have quite this many lockpicks. Just to go in and probably check a bunch of crypts that don't have hardly anything interesting or good inside them. Oh, this is interesting. I should have known this.
The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another, the ancestor tree, trying to take its source. All you feel is the spirit's resistance and its anger directed at the mother tree that has betrayed it. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another, the ancestor tree, trying to take its source. All you feel is its resistance and its hate for the rebellious scion. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of an... The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it... The roots of a great ancestor...
Interesting. I wonder if it would be pissed if I took the source.
The spirit does not talk to you, though the pain in its eyes is all too apparent.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I just wanted a little bit of a chunk that I could hopefully stitch together on the end since the stream crashed so horribly. And I thought...
The all-consuming fires rage nearby.
Thought maybe...
The spirit sings a long-forgotten tune in a long-forgotten language.
Thought maybe I would get, like, a hint that I needed to try to get... to figure out whatever it is that I don't understand. But I think maybe the moral of the story is, on Tuesday, I might just need to head to the Black Pits. It might just be time for that. There is a dog here. Hi, Rusty. You know anything?
You recognize the dog from the town square in Driftwood. The wounds from his spiked collar are healing well.
Oh, hi! How are you? I'm good. Hey, do you smell that? It smells like the fish place, doesn't it? Like fish, only, worse. Okay, bye!
Alright, okay, bye. Yeah, I guess I'll just go to the Black Pits. I'd like to resolve this bit with Riker probably is more important than trying to help Tarquin with the way down there, and my guess is that if Riker is kind of...
She hums quietly.
So, Pharma the Gravekeeper gave me... Wait, do you trade? Hold on.
She hums quietly. The notes move in rhythm with her wandering eyes.
Okay. So she gave me the quest to rid the world of Riker, which is called... something. Where is it? Jesus Christ. Reluctant servants. Maybe if we do that, she'll get us into all of these places. If not, maybe Riker has the ability to get us into all these places. But either way, I don't want to kill him until he gives me bonus source stuff, which I can only do after I've gone to the Black Pits in order to acquire the thing that he wants. And the Black Pits, from what I've gathered... Oh, Gareth is up there. Okay. The Black Pits and the Apprentice's house. So I'm basically going to probably head out. I'll probably check out this place and see what it is, but I don't know that I care that much about it. We need to go up this way. Probably past this house, past where Gareth is at, and then down here and around this way to get to the Black Pits. This is where the Apprentice's house is, where we can help somebody else. In the process of going down here. And there's also that. And there's whatever this is. So, like, that's probably... I'm going to try to get through as much of that as I can on Tuesday. So, yeah. Probably best to call it there for now, though, because that's kind of a lot, and it's going to... I'm just going to sneak over here really quick. But I feel like I've explored this pretty thoroughly. I just have the chest, and then the business with Riker, and then the... Sorry, okay, so I only have 3 remaining things in this area that I don't have resolutions for yet. I just need to craft the feather gear, and that one would go away. I got to settle the trolls at some point, probably the same time I feel like I can deal with Blood Moon Isle and this, and that'll be a good time to deal with that. And the apprentice thing is a favor for Hannig. And the paladins asked me to do some bullshit too. And there's probably some bullshit up there, and there's some bullshit up there. What's this? Livewood Sawmill. I don't even remember why that's important anymore, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, I do feel a little overwhelmed, but I think generally I'm doing pretty good. This map is really big, but I really hope that it doesn't go much further than over around this area on this side. This side looks like we're pretty much done. I don't know that there will be... Well, they've got some shit over here. I don't know. Just, you know what? I'm actually curious. Can you answer this really quick for me, Chayla? In Divinity 1, it was split up across like a few kind of big maps, but it felt kind of manageable. Is this game all one big map? Because I could see them having made that shift. But like I'm progressing through the levels pretty quickly, and like it lets me... There's quite a bit of motion to this map still, although I can tell that this is the bottom edge down here. I just assume that Arx is probably far enough away that it has its own map, at a minimum. My guess is that this isn't the only map, but it's very big. And so you could just say yes or no if there is or is not more than one map. Yes if there's more than one map, no if there's not. Because this is starting to feel like it's got a lot of stuff all packed into it, but I don't know how Arx fits in. Maybe it's further this way, but that seems close enough that it wouldn't be that much of a journey for people to get to it, so I suspect we'll have to go to a new map. Yeah, Arx has its own map. That's kind of what I figured. All right, that's fine. This is really big. This is really big for one major map in the game, then. They put a lot of shit in this. Okay. We get to the gates here. I'll save here. Okay. That's it. Sorry for the hiccup, guys. I wish it hadn't happened. I hope you feel like you didn't miss too much, but I just didn't notice. I didn't notice that it died, and I wish I had so that I could have stopped what I was doing, but I gave you the recap, and honestly, even though I think I know what to do, I still can't do it. So you didn't miss anything other than me basically figuring out what the quest journal already tells me. So I just did it slightly more organically. But yeah, I'll try to figure out a way to preserve this little return of the stream after it died with the other bit, and we'll move on from that. Tuesday will be more of this. I'll try to head up and around down to the Black Pits, like I said. We'll see how that goes. And until then, that is it for me. We might have a special stream on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. I will see what time I can get home. I might be headed to Des Moines for work, and it's pretty far a trek, so I don't want to commit to it hard. But fingers crossed, maybe a little bonus stream on Wednesday too. That's it. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be for you, and I will see you guys later.